Hey Oilers, hey Oil Together Now team. I am so excited because my Litsea and Manuka just arrived in the mail. So I thought I'd take a couple minutes to show them to you and make sure everybody knows how to use these two brand new oils. And just as a reminder, you can get these for free with your 200-point order this month, and you can do that 4 times. You can place 4 separate 200-point orders and you'll get 4 free sets of Manuka Touch and Litsea 15 milliliter bottle. And if you do that through the loyalty program and you place your 200-point order by the 15th, you will also get a free bottle of On Guard. It's a 5 ml bottle of On Guard. You only get one of these because it's only one free oil of the month. But when we have a 200-point promo, you can do that up to 4 times and get 4 free sets of these. So let me tell you about them. Let's start, we'll go in alphabetical order and start with Litsea. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I looked it up online. I've never actually heard anyone say it. So Litsea, this comes from Southeast Asia. It is a evergreen tree or shrub, and the oil is distilled from the fruit. And it smells, to me, it smells a lot like Melissa, and kind of like a cross between Melissa and lemongrass, but a little more citrusy. I actually personally do not love lemongrass. Some people love it. If you love lemongrass and Melissa, you will love this one. But I like Litsea because it smells a little more citrusy than lemongrass. Yeah, I like it a lot. And let me tell you what you can use Litsea for. It can be used internally because it has that supplement facts label on it. So that's your clue that you can use it internally. Plus you can use it topically and aromatically. So I am reading from one of my favorite essential oil reference books, and I'm going to have to speak a little bit in code because in the books they are allowed to name specific diseases and conditions because the people selling the books are not selling essential oils. But because I am educating about essential oils and technically selling them, I like to keep everything FDA compliant by avoiding the mention of any diseases. Because we don't want to claim that essential oils can cure, treat, or prevent any diseases. So if it sounds like I'm speaking a little bit in code, that's why. And if you hang around long enough, you'll start to figure out how to talk about these things in a compliant way, because we want to talk about the oils supporting health and keeping our bodies healthy as opposed to treating disease or sickness. So let's talk about how to use Litsea in a compliant way. Litsea is good for the bronchial system, for respiration, and for some very specific respiratory concerns. You would want to apply it topically, dilute and apply topically for that purpose. And you can also inhale. You want to do the cup and inhale method, or diffuse it, obviously, inhale it somehow aromatically. It's also good for sore muscles and joints, particularly in the back. It is good for skin, for teenage skin, for skin that is sensitive and irritable and, red, rashy. Good for that. Apply it topically. You can also put it in your lotion. It's good for the heart, for heart health. You would apply that topically over the heart, and you can also apply it on the back of the neck. It is good for immune support. For that, you want to apply to the spine. It's good for, it's mood boosting, I should say. It's got that, it's in the, like the other citrus oils, it helps to lift your mood. You can use it aromatically for that purpose. It's good for head tension and just kind of overwhelm. Again, that kind of goes along with the mood boosting. It helps with upset stomachs, motion sickness, nausea. It can also help with digestive issues. It's good for perspiration, heavy perspiration. Isn't that interesting? You would apply it directly to the area of concern, and it's, oh, there's my dog. This is Mudge. I'm sitting out on my porch to avoid the mayhem inside from my 3 little boys. It's also good for the feet, for keeping the skin on the feet healthy, particularly for athletes who might run into certain concerns with their feet. And it's good for, more things here. It's good for seasonal support. If pet dander or pollen in the air or dust, if those sorts of things bother you, you can use Litsea for that. You can try applying it, diluting and applying to the chest, the soles of the feet. And also it's good for your pet shampoo. You can add it to your pet shampoo. It's also an insect repellent. It's good for the lungs, for lung health, especially for abnormal cell growth in the lung area. You would want to apply that over the lungs and along the spine. It's a good household cleaner, and like for cleaning surfaces in your home, your kitchen. It disinfects and purifies the air. It's a good one to diffuse. And it's good, ladies, for monthly discomforts. You would want to apply it over the abdomen or anywhere else that is bothering you. Okay, so that is Litsea. And remember that you get a free 15 milliliter bottle of that with your 200 point order. And then the other oil that you get for free with that 200 point order is Manuka. Manuka comes from New Zealand. It actually says that on the bottle, New Zealand. And until now, both of these oils were only available in the like Australia, New Zealand market. So we're super excited to have access to them now in the US. And I'm not sure if you know about this, you'll have to share a comment and let us know. I'm not sure if they plan to make these available on an ongoing basis or if this is our only chance to get them. So just to be safe, you might want to stock up on these 2 oils by doing those 4 200 point orders. And more about that in a minute. Manuka is a touch roller, so it's already diluted. And somebody asked me if they said Manuka like the honey, and it is actually from the same plant. So I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I think it's Maori, the Maori people in New Zealand. They actually, I read that they use all the parts of the Manuka plant for different medicinal purposes and other purposes. But so they make honey from the nectar, and the essential oil comes from the branches and the leaves of the Manuka plant. And here is what Manuka is good for. It's also good for achy muscles and joints. And because it's already diluted in a touch roller, it's simple to roll that right on to the problem area. It's good for scalp health. If you have any, if you struggle with any flakiness or just generally an unhappy scalp, you can try Manuka on your scalp. It's also good for that feet issue that I mentioned with Litsea, for keeping the skin on the feet healthy and happy. And it's good for toenails, keeping toenails healthy and happy, and even fingernails. It's good for skin, any kind of irritated skin and rashes. It's also good for respiratory support. And I love that it's already diluted in a touch roller. It makes it so handy. We use our touch rollers like crazy at my house, especially with kids, but even for my husband and I, it's just so handy to grab the touch roller that's already diluted and ready to roll directly onto the skin. So you can do that topically and also use it aromatically, like roll a little bit in your hand and do the cup and inhale for respiratory support. And it's good for digestive issues as well. Roll it right onto the stomach. It's also good for seasonal support and for sensitivity to dust, pet dander, all of that. It's good for, we already said it's good for the skin, but it's also good for bites and stings and burns. It's good for, how can I say this? Urinary tract health. So if that's a concern, you would want to apply it on the abdomen. And it's good for the ears. You can roll it around the ears if you're having any ear discomfort. It's good for scars. That's interesting. You can use it to help your skin return to normal. It is good for reducing anxious feelings and lifting the mood, just like Litsea. So those are some ways to use your Manuka and your Litsea. And remember about the On Guard, that if you place your 200-point order by the 15th, you'll also get the free product of the month, which is On Guard. And I think I'm going to sign off for today, but I have a little more to share with you next Tuesday night when our team has our first ever Oil Together Tuesday. That's Tuesday night, August 7th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll talk a little bit more about this month's free oils and how to maximize those 200-point promotions when we have them like this month, and some recommendations for things that you can stock up on, how you can take advantage of those deals on the 200-point promotion months, because those only come about 4 times a year. About once a quarter we have a 200-point promo, and it's a great time to stock up on your household necessities, and in the process to get multiple sets of free oils, which is what I plan to do. I already placed 2 200-point orders this month, and I plan to place a few more. So I'll tell you more about that on Tuesday night when we talk. And remember, to my Oil Together Now team, that we're doing some giveaways that night based on loyalty rewards orders. So if you place a loyalty reward order in July, you'll definitely want to tune in with us on Tuesday night and find out if you are one of our winners. And I will look forward to seeing y'all back here in this group Tuesday night at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time for our first Oil Together Tuesday. In the meantime, go ahead and get at least one 200-point order placed so that you can also get your free On Guard as well as your free Litsea and Manuka Touch Roller. Okay? Have an awesome weekend, everybody. Happy oiling.